My name is Jordan Fischer, and I am the co-founder of Task. So, as a startup, a lot of the responsibilities are shared between us two, but I typically tend to lead more of the finance initiatives and advertising. Now, more of my professional background is in sales, and I have experience in both the pharmaceutical industry and also in the staffing industry.
And my name is Chris Fisher, and I am also the co-founder of Task. And as Jordan mentioned, we both wear multiple hats when it comes to running our business together. Although we do work mostly collaborating, there are some initiatives that you might see me leading, and those would be within our sales and also within our vendor relationships and third-party relationships. From a professional background, I also come from a sales background, mostly worked with a variety of companies, some in the mortgage industry, but I most recently worked for a company selling virtual reality software as a service to architects.
So Chris and I have developed three core values that we adhere to at Task, and those are that our customers are everything, that we want to be passionate and to be innovative and agile. So just to kind of get into a little bit more detail with these core values. So the first one is that our goal is to make sure that we provide a customer experience that is superior to other brands. So whether that is utilizing connections through our live chat on our website, delivering a already assembled desk to our customers to save them time, or providing a high quality product so that they can rely on it. There's no detail that is too small. And so that's what we're going to continue to work on, is to continue exceeding our customers' expectations. And then secondly is to be passionate. So if you can't tell already, we are both very passionate about helping people sit less and move more. So with Task, we know that sitting for 6+ hours a day can really take a toll on you both mentally and physically. So we've been able to provide a resource to our customers to help them live a more active lifestyle. And now they get to experience those benefits of walking, which can include increase in energy, increase in productivity, or even weight loss.
Yeah. And number three would definitely be becoming more innovative and agile. Now, what we do is we listen to our customers' feedback, and what that does is that pushes us to stay innovative and agile in a market that's so ever changing. So whether it's improving our design so we could fit more treadmill models, changing our strategy around marketing and ad spend, or even launching into an entirely new market, Task is not afraid of change. Jordan and I started working on Task back in 2019, actually before the pandemic. And at that point, we had just started working from home in a sales role where we were starting to experience the negative impacts of sitting all day. And it wasn't just the physical impact of gaining weight, but it was also the negative impact of the mental drain that is really taking hold of us and taking a toll on us. So we knew that we needed to make a change in our lives, and essentially we needed to move more. So I brought up to Jordan that one of my past positions, we had a all-encompassing treadmill desk that we could use while we worked. And I wondered with Jordan, could we take a shelf off of our wall and take it down to our apartment complex's little gym and put it on a treadmill and walk and work? And we were thrilled. We actually took the shelf off the desk, took it down there, and were able to walk and work at the same time. And it was pretty cool because we realized that you could easily walk and work with virtually no learning curve. The negative part was that most treadmill handrails are fairly low, probably about at your waist. So when you put a flat board across those handrails, it actually causes you to kind of hunch over, and that creates more harm than good. So we knew that we needed to try to find a height adjustable resource so that we could walk and work on a daily basis. We thought it would be easy, and it was not. We Googled and Googled and Googled, and what we found was a lot of the all-in-one encompassing treadmill desks that you might have seen in corporations now. The problem with that is that they are often cost like $4,000 to $8,000, And they also prohibit you from being able to run. They typically cap out at like 4 miles per hour. So you can only walk on these. You can't get any strenuous cardio activity done. Now, the other thing that we were finding were a lot of DIY projects. So a lot of do it yourself. And what we were quickly realizing is that there was a lot of stability issues with those, and it created danger not only for the person walking on the treadmill while using that desk, but also for your laptops that are expensive or your iPads that you might be placing on that desk and running the risk of it actually falling off and breaking. So we had said, okay, well, there's obviously a lot of people out here looking for products like this, but maybe we can design and develop something that people would love. So that's what we did. We created a prototype. And with that prototype, that height adjustable prototype, we started to take pictures. And what we did is we ran those pictures as advertisements on social media to see if others would click and be interested in a product like ours. And what that did is it gave us confidence that there were much more people out here looking for a resource that we were looking for that maybe couldn't find one. So it gave us the confidence to invest more time, more energy, and even money into developing what you see now as today as Walk-Eye tasks. So from there, we ended up working with a design firm in Toronto, Ontario, actually, to try to make our concept more of a reality. And we needed to focus on two main things. One thing being that it needed to be height adjustable because we wanted people of various heights to be able to use our desk and use it comfortably without hunching over. But the other thing is that many treadmills are very different. So we needed something that was going to expand and contract and clamp on securely to a wide variety of handrails for treadmills. So together, we were able to accomplish that, and we were thrilled with the work that we all did collaborative. And that's what kind of led us to where we are now. Now, with that being said, it wasn't all, glitter and gold, because at this time the pandemic had hit and it slowed down all of our production and all of our progress for sure. But at the same time, it was creating an environment that we live in today where a lot of people work from home. So now we were getting more of a demand for a product like ours, a product like Walk-Eye Task. So when we fast forward to December, when we were finally, kind of getting through all of that, and we were able to now fulfill orders, we had already had a lot of emails, a lot of pre-orders, a lot of people that were looking for a product like ours. And that really helped us catapult our success when we had our initial launch back this past December.
Absolutely. And to answer your question, Fru, more on how you mentioned that we're selling to both businesses and to customers directly. So as Chris was mentioning, the pandemic really created this unique market where people are working from home, whether that's full-time or this new hybrid model. And so these people are looking for a solution to move more throughout the day. And so we're really able to capitalize on that market and help these people out. And so that's been really rewarding for us. And then more to the business to business side, the pandemic also put pressure on corporations to value the health and wellness of their employees more, which is fantastic. It should have happened sooner, but here we are today. So we've been connecting with more corporations to either include our Walk-Eye Task desk in their existing wellness programs, or they sometimes the companies will subsidize the cost to provide it for their customers. So this online world has definitely impacted our business. So especially as a startup, at the beginning, it can be very difficult and daunting because nobody knows who you are. You're in this market and you don't have any credibility yet. So we really wanted to leverage social media to build relationships and connections online. We would do individual outreach, answer questions real time. And then we would also, for example, if we see people posting themselves doing a workout on their treadmill, we would generate sales by simply reaching out to them and informing them about Walk-Eye Task that is an option. So that was a pretty, boots to the ground, efforts at the beginning, but that, without social media, we wouldn't have been able to have that connection right away with our customers. So when you talk about what business or core value kind of generated from this online world, it's definitely that our customers are everything.
employee wellness is huge. Rather it's physical or mental health awareness, I believe or we believe that should be at the forefront of every employer's culture. And first and foremost, because it's the right thing to do. Secondly, because healthier and happier employees lead to higher productivity. They even lead to lower corporate healthcare costs. So there's a lot of perks to that. Now, I know that every industry is a little bit different, but one thing that we learned during the pandemic was that there were a lot of jobs out there that could be performed from the comfort of one's home. And many of our customers are work from home employees that are looking to live happier, healthier, and even better. And that's better for themselves, better for their loved ones, better for their communities. And I think that that's a huge part of building company cultures. And it's awesome to see that it is truly a win-win, not only for the employee themselves, but also the employer.
So in 2022, we know a lot has changed. And so we believe that being very agile and also very creative is extremely important. There is a lot of uncertainty right now with the economy and a lot of changes that are happening, post-pandemic. So companies need to be more open-minded to these changes, whether that is pivoting from maybe strategies that worked 2 years ago that aren't working today. And also, just for example, like the privacy policy has really impacted the marketing world. So companies need to stay creative with how they're engaging and connecting with their customers. Yes, it can become more difficult, but that's where we have to, continue to stay creative and agile and be on top of it.
So from a short-term goal standpoint, it would be to continue to build great relationships with companies that already have a corporate wellness program. These are I'd say this is the path to our least resistance, just because they all already found that employee wellness is key to their success and they're already investing in it. So that would be the short-term goals, to continue building those relationships. For a medium-term goal, it would definitely be, I think, expanding to Europe, to be completely honest. Currently, we are only selling our desk in North America, and we are getting a lot of attention and a lot of requests from our friends there in Europe, and we would love to begin a partnership over there so we can start fulfilling orders there. We know that Europeans do value their health and wellness very much so. And I think that we would be a benefit and an asset over there as well.
Yeah, and just to focus also on our long-term goals is that we want to help the lives of over 100,000 people. So the treadmill is actually the most popular cardio equipment in the world. So we know that our possibilities are really endless with that. And let's be honest, who wouldn't benefit from a walk-I task desk? So the retail industry definitely has changed, especially since the beginning of the pandemic. A lot of retail stores had to close, unfortunately, and that put a lot of pressure to improve their online presence if they didn't have one or completely create one. And so how that impacted customers is that they started to become more comfortable making purchases online without having to physically go into a store, touch, see, feel the product before buying it. So that's going to help our strategic vision moving forward with walk-I task, because we can really leverage our existing customer and future customer base as they continue to share their positive experience with walk-I task and continue to spread that brand awareness and credibility in the market. We also know that word of mouth is the most powerful marketing tool and has helped build some of the largest brands today. So we want to continue to work on that initiative.
To quickly recap on walk-I tasks, and what makes us unique is that our desks adjust to fit many different makes and models of treadmills, whether it's the Nordic Tracks, Peloton, Soul, or you name it. And with that in mind, our desk is also height adjustable to ensure that we have optimal comfort for users of all heights. And it's very important to note that you cannot just simply place a board across handrails and turn it into a treadmill desk. That's going to cause you more harm than good. It's going to force you to bend over and hunch over, and it's going to create neck and back pain. So it's important to have a height adjustable solution like Walk-Eye Task if you plan on, using or having a product like that.
And then I'll add a couple more points. We are going to be launching to Canada in September, and so in just a couple months. So we're really excited about that. I actually grew up in Canada, and that's where we both live right now. So that'll be keeping us busy. And lastly, we just wanted to say that if anyone is interested in learning more about Walk-Eye Task, to check out our website at www.walkeyetask.com. And if you have any questions, please utilize our live chat on our website, or you can email us directly at info@walkeyetask.com. We would love to hear from you.
Employee wellness is huge. Whether it's physical or mental health awareness, we believe that should be at the forefront of every employer's culture. And first and foremost, because it's the right thing to do. Secondly, because healthier and happier employees lead to higher productivity. They even lead to lower corporate healthcare costs. So there's a lot of perks to that. Now, I know that every industry is a little bit different, but one thing that we learned during the pandemic was that there were a lot of jobs out there that could be performed from the comfort of one's home. And many of our customers are work from home employees that are looking to live happier, healthier, and even better. And that's better for themselves, better for their loved ones, better for their communities. And I think that that's a huge part of building company cultures. And it's awesome to see that it is truly a win-win, not only for the employee themselves, but also the employer.